Hey everyone, and welcome to my second video in my Everything Plant-Based series. So for this video, I wanted to discuss protein because this is the most common question that is asked when you're on a plant-based diet. There's protein found throughout the plant kingdom in varying amounts, and the chances that you're going to be missing out on protein are slim to none. I do want to discuss which sources have higher protein, so in case that is an issue for you or if you feel like you need more, these will be the foods that you can rely on to make sure you're getting all the protein you need. So the first source that I want to cover is spirulina. This is one of the most nutrient dense foods in the world. It's a very potent source of protein, and on top of that, it's packed with antioxidants and omega-3s. It's a complete source of protein, which means it has all the 9 essential amino acids. So a teaspoon in your smoothie, you just added 4 grams of protein right there, plus an abundance of other nutrients and minerals. The second source of protein is quinoa. This has about 8 to 9 grams of protein per cup. It's also gluten-free, packed with fiber and other vitamins and minerals. So that's a great one to add, especially if you're staying away from gluten. Try quinoa. For the third protein source, I want to talk about breads, whole grain breads, specifically sprouted grains. There's one brand that I like a lot. It's called Ezekiel. It's made with sprouted grains, and you can get about 5 grams of protein per slice. So yeah, add that one to your day. You can make peanut butter jelly sandwiches, avocado toast, stuff like that. For my fourth source of protein, oatmeal has about 6 grams of protein per cup. And it's also packed with fiber and other beneficial nutrients. For the fifth source, black rice. This is rich in fiber. It's a natural detoxifier, rich in antioxidants, and has more protein than the other rice types. It has about 8.5 grams of protein per serving. Number 7, hemp seeds. These have about 50% more protein compared to chia seeds and flax seeds. About 2 to 3 tablespoons will get you 11 grams of protein right there. So you could easily add that to your smoothie, your salad, your yogurt, and stuff like that. Number 9, and this one a lot of people know, it's nuts and seeds, about 5 to 7 grams of protein per ounce. So if you want to do almond butters, if you want to do a nut powder where they strip pretty much most of the calories and fat out of it, you could do that. You could try making your own homemade dressing with nuts in it. Nuts are great to add to your salads. They help you absorb the nutrients better. So number 10, fruits and veggies. So all fruits and veggies have some varying amounts of protein. Not a lot though. But there are some that I do want to talk about that are richer in protein compared to the others. For example, broccoli, spinach, Brussels sprouts, potatoes and sweet potatoes, artichokes. Those specifically have more protein packed in them, about 4 to 5 grams per cup. For 11, and this is my favorite and most recommended source of protein, it's beans and lentils. These are one of the healthiest foods you could be eating, and they're great food for longevity. Lentils have about 18 grams of protein per cup, and other beans have about 15 grams per cup as well. You should be eating beans every day in the form of hummus. You could have roasted chickpeas as a snack, make a chili soup, split pea soup, miso soup, anything like that. Number 12 is fortified nutritional yeast. This is a great addition to your day because it has vitamin B12 and it's also rich in protein. About 2 tablespoons will get you 9 grams of protein right there. So this I like to sprinkle on my salads. You could sprinkle it on your popcorn. It has a cheesy flavor to it. So it's nice just to add throughout the day. Number 13, green peas. These have about 9 grams of protein per cup and are great to add on your salad also or as a side dish. Number 14, soybeans. And I know these have a very funny rap, and I do want to discuss soybeans in a completely different video. I feel like there's a lot of myths that need to be busted with that one. But just since we're talking about protein today, soybeans are a great source of protein. You can get it in the form of edamame, tofu, and tempeh. Tempeh is a little richer having about 15 grams of protein per serving. Tofu has about 9, and edamame has about 10. So these are great. Soy milk also. I'm in love with edamame, so I'll eat that all the time. Number 15, seitan. It's such a funny word to say, but that has about 25 grams of protein per serving. It's essentially a wheat gluten. So if you're someone who wants to stay away from gluten, you might want to skip out on this one altogether, but it has a great texture. It's a great meat alternative. So you might want to look out for that. Number 16, non-dairy milks. There's so many different milks out there right now. One that I found specifically that I like is by a brand called Ripple, and it is a pea milk, and it has about 8 grams of protein per serving. So that one's really cool to use for your smoothies or your cereals, or even your oatmeal. So there you go. I just named a bunch of protein sources that you could find in a plant-based diet. Just keep your diet diverse, keep it versatile, and trust that you're gonna get all the protein you need.